Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Blindfold Chess. This is episode 4. In these games, as the title suggests, I can't see the pieces. I have to keep track of the game in my mind. I can highlight some squares, try to remember the pawn structure. I'm going to try to phase that out as I get better. And after the game is over, I get to see the pieces. We kind of do a little run through of the game, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a good exercise for my visualization, all in an attempt to get better at chess. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, we have a game. We are the black pieces. My opponent has moved e4. We're going to play a caro kann. And when you see me looking to the right, my moves list is in the top right hand corner of my screen, and because I've turned off all the move indicators, I have to look at the notation. So e4, d4, caro kann. What kind of caro kann we're gonna get? So he played this, I played this, he played this, I played this, and now he played this. So we take. Oh, sorry, he did not play this. He played this. Yeah, okay. Either way, now we might be in a Tartakower. Knight f6. Does he take with check? He does not. Haven't really encountered this. That's an interesting line. So, I don't know how. I've never encountered this line. He's got a bishop sitting here. But doesn't that block this pawn? Wait a minute. This feels like a mistake. Okay, so e4, c6, d4, here, knight c3, takes, knight here. So this bishop is blocking the pawn, is it not? So the d4 pawn is undefended right now. There is a pawn here, but there's a bishop here, and there's a knight here. So what kind of tactics, if I take, my king is here, if I take this pawn, he could take with check, then I recapture. My pawn is still here. So he's got no checks on my king. I'm going to take it. And now I'm threatening to take the knight. He could move his bishop out to attack my queen, but then I can just go back. All right, I think. Queen f3. So he didn't move his bishop there. He moved his king. Queen f3. Yeah, that's a move. He really likes... Well, no, now... Ooh, I wish I could attack. You know what's a cool move? This. Because now when he takes with check, my queen defends it. So let's just check out this line. Let's check out this line. Bishop here. Knight takes check. Pawn takes. My bishop is attacking the queen. But then the queen can go here. And give me a check. No, because then I could take. I like it. Okay. It's getting a little weird. It's hard to keep track of. The key here is the queen. Yeah. Knight f6 check. The queen is defending this. There's a bishop, pawns here. Bishop there, rook there. He's castled, right? I can't remember. Okay, let's play through the moves in my head. E4, C6, D4, here, knight C3, takes, knight F6, bishop D3, queen takes, queen F3, bishop G5, knight takes check, pawn takes. He hasn't castled yet. And his queen is under attack. Queen E4 check. Bishop takes, okay. So, we have a bishop here. This is my pawn structure. This is his pawn structure, so I'm up 2 pawns. And I have a bishop here. My king is here. I still have a knight here. A rook here. I got my bishop here and a rook here. So I think it's natural if I play this, he might play this. No, he's got a bishop here, so he can't. Yeah. So I have a bishop here. He's got a bishop, rook, king, and knight and rook here. So I'm up 2 pawns. Wait. Takes. I'm up a single pawn. I'm up a pawn. Knight f3. Okay, he finally got this knight out. So my bishop is attacking it if I want. But we're just going to castle, and I'm going to pin that bishop, but he'll castle, so I bet you it'll be castles, castles. It sucks I have to go to work. I hope I don't have to quit this game early. It's a good one so far. Bishop e3. So this bishop came out. Naturally, we attack the bishop. And then we could double his pawn structure once he leaves. We'll wait till he castles, maybe. Bishop d3. Okay, so this bishop just went back. So now I could double his pawns, but then he might castle queenside. So I think I'm going to hold on to that, because opening this file on my king, which is now castled, is a little scary to me. So I think we'll just complete our development. Usually this knight likes to go here. Do I have anything? No, we're gonna just go. So in an effort to wean down my use, my crutch of highlighting squares, I'm gonna take a little imprint of this and we're gonna get rid of it. He castled queenside. Yeah, I'm glad I did not take that. We're in for a game, and I don't think I have time for this. Okay. We could attack the bishop right away. He's got a bishop here and a bishop here, and I have a bishop here. I could go here attacking that bishop right away. Or I could just attack his dark square bishop right away. But I like the idea of seeing what he does. I would welcome this trade of bishops. So now that he castled queenside, I'm kind of changing my plan. And queens are off the board, so like this is a game that I definitely don't have time for. That's a shame. I have to leave in 20 minutes. And I'm not even dressed for work. Too bad, this is a good one. This is a really good one. I'll probably upload it anyway. H3. So he's attacking. Okay, well, we're going to get the bishop pair right away. This comes with check, does it not? The king was here. Yeah. We'll take with check first. Rook takes. Oh, my bishop is under attack and isn't defended. My knight went there, took, so the rook is eyeing up my bishop. I gotta take this knight first because my bishop is under attack. If he takes my bishop, then I can take this pawn and threaten his other rook, at least. But if he takes back, I get that open file on my king I didn't want. But then I can move my bishop. You know, taking this pawn, G takes F3. Okay, so this is exactly what happened. So he played takes, so now this file is open on my king. I mean, I got pawns here. But now his pawn structure, he's got pawns like this. He's got a bishop here. Let's just move it back. Okay, so pawn structure. This is the pawn structure. Yeah. My pawn structure is like this. Okay, so before I do that, he has one minor piece, a bishop there. I have one minor piece, a bishop here. And that's it, hey? We traded off our light square bishops. I traded a knight for a light square bishop, then I traded a light square bishop for a knight. So this is our last minor piece. We both have a dark square bishop. This pawn is hanging, I just realized. Damn it. Maybe he doesn't see it. I'm out of coffee. That was the wrong rook to move. I should have moved this rook because this pawn is undefended. Rook H to D1. Okay, well I have time. My bishop, I'm gonna just push this pawn. My bishop protects, so if he takes, yeah, we're fine. I'm going to consider trading into an endgame. Yeah, he's cramming this down my throat, hey? Okay, well, we might as well go to an endgame. This pawn is a weakness right here. So eventually, my pawn structure looks like this right now. Eventually, I'd love to get my bishop on this diagonal. He's got a bishop here, though. I can't. Or I could consider getting the bishop here. Good game. I wish I didn't feel a little rushed for work. My opponent has played this pretty well. Not his for... It's a provisional rating, but it's like he's been playing Blindfold for a while. So my opponent is good. Rook b3. I see. So he doesn't want an endgame. So this is my pawn structure right now, and he's got a pawn here. He could be wanting to push this. So we could be preemptive about this. My king is here. My bishop is here. My pawns are like this. If I go like this to attack this pawn, he's going to push it. And then when I push this, he's going to take. And I don't like that. So how do I stop it? Well, here's one idea. I could play here, he plays there, and I do nothing. I just go here. I could even push this pawn. I could do nothing. You know, that does open up. I could push this pawn. You know what? I like it. Let's do it. We're attacking this pawn. That's the threat. We're attacking the pawn on h5 right now. He's probably going to push h6. And I'm considering f5. I got to remember, this is a training exercise, so if I have to leave early, so what? Rook takes b7. Oh my god. I thought the rook was here. I thought the rook was here. I messed it up in my head. I thought the rook was here. Oh my god, I am such an idiot. Well, that just solidifies things. I don't have time for this, and that's a game over move. I thought his rook was on f3. I said rook b3 out loud, and my brain went here. Like I got the board mixed up. I thought the rook was here. Fuck, if I would have known the rook was here, now my bishop is under attack. Everything's under attack. Yeah, my pawn structure, so he just took. My bishop is under attack. Why am I such an idiot? And he's threatening mate. Because my pawn structure's here. Well, he can't threaten mate. I'll just go here. Man, I feel so stupid. I said rook b3 out loud, and I thought the rook was here. That's f3, you idiot. No wonder I blunder pieces. Brutal. My brain is just... I can't do anything. I can't even play blindfold chess because my brain is literally retarded. I don't care how politically incorrect that is. I'm a retard. Damn it. It was such a good game. That sucks. Anyway, I gotta go pretty quick here. Yeah. Yeah, h6. He pushed h6. He got away from this. This is his pawn structure, correct? I got my bishop here. Let's go after this pawn. He's probably going to push it. I might want to consider moving my king here before I do anything else. I just told him in the chat. I thought your rook was on f3, not b3. I said, I thought your rook was on f3, not b3, lol. And I was like, dang, was a good game until that oversight. And he's like, first time I ever go that far blindfold. Well done, I said. He's like, my mind is messed. Okay, so he played rook a7. He's attacking this lone pawn. Okay. That's a shame. We're having a good chat, though. He's like, you missed it? I was like, no, I said b3 out loud, but pictured it on f3 for some reason. Okay. Yeah, good guy. Having a good chat with him. So this pawn is free, but the minute I take it, he gets to take this pawn. Yeah, I'm running out of time. I gotta resign, I think. I'll give it 5 more minutes. It's a shame. It was a good game. The f3, b3 thing just screwed me, though. So yeah, my pawn structure now... I have a pawn here, a pawn here, a bishop here. he's got a pawn here. He's got a pawn here. Just misclicked and lost all of my drawings. Yeah, he's been telling me, he's like, I draw arrows and that's the only way I can keep track. He's like, I just misclicked and lost everything. Okay, thank goodness I can block. Oh, it's over though. I'm going to block the check. And then he's going to pile up on the pin. Yeah, let's see if he sees it. I'll let him finish it. If he piles up on the pin, it's game over. I'll take. Then he gets to take with check or the bishop. Let's see if he piles up on the pin. He didn't. Oh, dang. Yeah, if he piled up on the pin, he's given his king a3. Okay, so he didn't pile up on the pin. Actually, he can't. My rook's here. Yeah, he can't. But I can't take because then it allows his bishop. Now I'm threatening to take this pawn. Taking this pawn is pointless. Let's see here. B4. 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 So he played A3, B4, attacking this pawn. A takes B4. Then I'm going to take this pawn. H takes G7. Oh, he took. Okay. King takes G7. Now my bishop is unpinned. And it can take back here. Ooh, this is a little interesting now. Okay, I hope A takes B, bishop takes B4. Bishop takes B4. My rook on this rank has been kind of useful. I have a lone pawn here. A takes B4. Bishop takes B4. So my pawns look like this right now. This is what I got left for pawns. But he has... This is his pawn structure. Yeah, so now he just played C3. I can just take. Okay, so now he has no pawn. This is his pawn structure. He has 2 pawns left. I have 4. So I'm like out of the woods here. King c2. Gonna go back to b4. I'm gonna challenge this bishop. Rook a6. So he's attacking this pawn and this pawn. So if I push the pawn, he gets that pawn. Oh no! I forgot his king was here. I thought it was a check. Dang it! But you know what? I'm going to set up a sneaky little tactic. Rook takes c6. I'm going to try to get his rook. Let's see if I get it. He's probably going to take this pawn, though. His rook's here. This is a... Oh, no, he can't. My king protects it. Oh, whoops. My king protects it. I am so running late for work. This sucks. Yeah, I gotta go. But I'm back in the game. It's a shame. Okay. I'm setting up a skewer on this rook. Bishop here. King there. Rook here. Come on, baby. Please. F4. Yes. Oh, no. Whoops. Well played. I forgot about the bishop. Okay, I gotta go. I'm late for work. Well done. Okay. Well, don't have time to review it, but you saw the game unfolding. I'll put the overlay when I make this video for YouTube. Till next time, cheers. Hey, so I thought I would do a little run through of this game since I ran out of time yesterday. Some thoughts on it. So this blindfold game I played was this sort of Tartakower declined. I grabbed the free pawn, came up with this idea. This was all pretty solid, I think. And where it fell apart, so I missed. This was good, attack the bishop. I was seeing this all. I also saw if I took this, I'm opening up a potential file on my king, and I didn't like that. I knew he was going to castle queenside. So I just developed, and then when he castled queenside, usually this knight goes here, and maybe I should have still put it here, or maybe I should have started breaking in the center right away. But instead, I went for this idea, and this ignores some principles of seeing this piece, and even here, these pieces are undefended, so my opponent can win a pawn here. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Whoa, what just happened? Okay, so yeah, castle's queenside, it's my turn. So I go here. Now, my opponent had a tactic to win a pawn and and win my bishop. So in my mind, I definitely didn't see that. So I have to watch out for leaving pieces undefended like this. So knowing that, you know, if I go here, castles, what is a good move here? Both of these pieces are undefended right now. So I almost think you got to get this knight developed, but putting this bishop here, you know, maybe just trading it all. See, I win a pawn if he castles queenside. So he can't castle queenside. Yeah, I like this move. Yeah, this is a good move, I think. So, I think this was the move. Anyway. So, opponent missed a opportunity to win a pawn. Then I got forced into this sort of endgame. And here again, maybe I should have considered... This is okay. Yeah, so right here... Maybe this is a better idea. Getting rid of this pesky bishop right away. Goes here. I don't know. I don't know. That's something to dive into deeper. This is just a brief review. But here, realize my pawn was hanging, and then I go for a trade. And this was the key moment. Even though I knew there was a pawn here and talked about it, when I said rook b3, my brain saw the board from the white perspective. So, like, or that doesn't even make sense either. I thought this was, for whatever reason, I thought this was b3. I guess I saw the 3, and, you know, that doesn't even make sense, though, because b wouldn't be a third rank. So if anything, I should have thought this was c3. So I can't even explain what my brain did. But I said in the video, as you saw, rook b3, okay, and I kept drawing all these plans and conclusions of what his rook was going to do on b3. If anything, my brain should have saw it as c3. So the fact that I thought this square was b3 blows my mind. I don't even understand how that happened. And I realized it real quick when he took on b7, and I was like, wait a minute, the rook was here? Of course it was on b3. But I, again, thought it was over here. So this was a game over moment. Quite the little mistake. Now my bishop is hanging. And then I had a mix-up thinking he could pile up on the pin, but I realized quite quickly that he can't because my rook was guarding, thank goodness. And then here, I started getting back in the game when he took and allowed me to unpin, but I was running late for work. Like really stressed and anxious. And right here, gave away a pawn, so like I'm completely winning now. And then right here, I should have just played this. Instead, in a rush, I went for this idea. I thought, okay, I'm going to let him take the pawn, and then I'm going to move my bishop here and threaten a skewer. And in all this anxious, time-rushed kind of thought process, I completely forgot about the bishop. And as soon as he took, I realized I forgot about this guy, and it was game over. So anyway, it was pretty neat, other than, that big mix-up with b3 and the actual b3. And then this whole thing at the end, which, I was rushed and late for work, so that's understandable. But other than that, it was kind of cool. I went pretty deep on this game. Obviously, there's work to do, but yeah, that's my brief review of the game, and hope you enjoyed. Cheers.